Hi guys, welcome back to my table. In this video I'm going to be doing a special request. Miss Karen, this is for you. She recently emailed me, wanting to know if I demonstrate how I make my earring stand. And depending on how the runtime of this video is looking, I might break it into two parts. But we'll try and get it in one. Uh, what I used is 12 gauge aluminum wire, and then I wrapped it with 24 gauge copper coated wire. Um, I don't have any more of the tinned copper wire that I used on this one, so I'm going to use regular copper wire. But what you're going to need to start out is I got roughly a 20-inch piece. When I made this one, I did it on a whim, so I didn't take any measurements. You might be able to get away with 18 or less, but I'd just be on the safe side. We're doing 20, and then one piece at roughly 10 inches, and then two pieces at 7 inches. What we're going to do first is we're going to form the bottom ring here. I don't know how many of you have followed my videos. I tend to favor a 4-6 pattern, where 4 going around both wires and 6 separating the gaps. And when I refer to a number, I refer to how many times the 4 goes around. So we want to go around 20 times for the base. And what you want to do though is roughly get the wires lined up so they're centered on each other, and then we'll start the wrapping. And what I'd like to do is we're going to do the 6 first. Like so. Now you center the 10-inch wire on here, and then take the shorter end where we left a couple inches and do the 4 wrap. And then tuck it in here. Like so. And snip. Now because we're centered it, obviously we're not starting at one end or the other. Since there's 20 sections, well, I want a little too heavy towards the one side, but that's okay. I was gonna say do 10 first, then come back and do 10 on the other side, but we'll, oh, there we go, a little looser than I thought. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna finish out the 10 on this side. So you just go around 4 times. 2, 3, 4. What's nice about starting with the 6, it presets up your gap to make it easier to wrap. Oh, that went 5. That's okay. Just back it up. And now we'll do 6 on the lower one. And then 4 again. Now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to pause the video and I'm going to finish out the 10, and then I'll show you how to add the way around to do the 10 on the other side. So, be back in a quick second. Okay, I finished up the 10 going this direction. Now we're going to do the 10 going in this direction. To add on wire is not that difficult. You just go in the last 4 and you're sort of doing a reverse locking, like so. Where I ran it under those 4 wires. You just bend it up a little bit just to hold it. Now we're going to turn it around just to make it easier. And then we continue. Do the 6 first. To preserve the pattern. And then the 4. And now when we get this 4 wrapped around, now we can go back and trim this tail off. And just make sure you get close to it as possible, because this is the view that's going to be seen. Like so. And then you continue the pattern. So we did the first one, so we need 9 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then over. 3, 4. Now again, I'm going to pause the video here because it's all repetitious until we get to the end. So, for you guys it'll be a split second, but for me I'll see you in a few minutes. Okay, now we got to the end and we got our 20. Remember, We gotta lock in the last one. And now before we do anything else, we want to sort of stiffen this little section. Give it a little rigidity, like so. And now we're going to form a circle. To form a circle, before we do that, you want to take the short wires and bend them straight up. And then the outer wire follow right along with it. To make the bend, you can use anything round. So please don't think that you gotta go out and buy these. These are bracelet mandrel pliers. And just form your circle. Like so. So now if you bent your wires right, you should have the two longer ones in the middle, with the shorter ones on the outside. Set the pliers aside. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to wrap this next section before we do our next bend. And notice I got 3 modules of 4-6. Actually, it looks like I did 4-4-4. So we'll do the same as what we did on here. So it'll be 4-4-4. And copper wire. And we'll do this like we did the bottom. You want to start with the smaller ones first. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we'll slide it down like so. And just remember to leave room for the 6, or for the outer wrap. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we'll lock it in right away. After you lock it in, snip the excess. And now we'll finish this section. So we need 2 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. The inner. Sorry if I keep going out of range here. And I'm gonna pause here just a second. I gotta make an adjustment. Okay, we got 2 done. So now we go for the third. And lock it in. And stiffen what we just did. Okay. Now, next what we're gonna do is we're gonna do the bend where we lay this flat. And the reason why we do that is to get the center of gravity over the ring. That way, if we left it here, the earrings could sort of, rock it back. So what you need to do is just support that inner ring and just bend it flat. So that's what you should have. And then, as you could guess, we're gonna bend it back up right away. And just get a firm grip. like so. And now, what we're gonna do is this next section. Again, it looks like I went 4, 4, 4, 4 again, but 3 on the outside, and we'll do that. Again, start by going around the middle 2. Slide it down. As far as possible. Yeah, should did so it was on the other side. That's okay. And we lock it in. Like so. And now we do the outers. Four. Four. Yeah. Oh, just meter. That's okay. Once you got something to lock it in with. Come on. And snip. And now, as if you could guess, we're gonna give those a little wrap that cap. And finish this section off. Just pull these out a little bit and go roughly a half an inch. Just flush cut it. Flush cut. Okay, and this is what you should have so far. We got the lower portion done. Now for the next part, let's see how many sections. Now notice I didn't stay to one side in the middle. I alternated sides just to give it a little more pattern. So we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10 sections, or 10 blips, but we start out with the 6 right up against the top one. So two, 3, 4, 5, 6. And again, push it all the way as far as it'll let you go. Split the wire a little bit. And then 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And now you hop over to the top bar, do the 6. And then on both 4. And then just do that until you get 10 spots that go across both. And what I'm going to do again is pause it and I'll take it to the end and we'll be back shortly. Okay, I took it to the end of our 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And now to stiffen this section. Okay, now we work on the top. What you want to do is spread these out. Like so. Don't worry if you got a little more on one side or the other, it's no biggie. Because now we're going to do this bottom portion. Now you see I wrapped around the this is where we take the 2 7 pieces, and now will be these. We're going to wrap around both of those, and then we're going to do two sets of 4 on each side before we do our next bend. So come on, where's the beginning? Here we are. Take these and just a little off center. We're going to start by doing the 4. Oh, I wasted too much because I'm not separating these. So 6. Now we do the 4. Slide them in. trying to get as close so we can do the next 4. Now you just want to go around the top 2 till you get to the other, so we can secure it. More. And now 4, 2, 3, 4. Top 2 for 6. And 4. And I've got just too much wire, but we'll save that for another section. Lock it in. Now, the reason why I made this little upsweep is because if we don't, these still have a tendency to rock back and forth. So that's just a safety mechanism that I use just to make them stiff. So what you want to do is careful bend up like so. And then looks like I did the 444 here. So do that for 2 bumps on each side. Two, 3, 4. Now if you noticed, you stay on the outside when you start these. Okay? Push it down. One, 2, 3, 4 around the both. 1, 2, 3, 4, and around both. And lock it off. And remember to lock this one, which I forgot, but it's not biggie. As such. Now what I'm doing, since I already showed you how to do this one, I'm going to pause here and do the other side, and then we'll show you the next step. Okay, I got the other side. I already went ahead and stiffened it. Now what we're going to do, take 2 auto wires and trim those off. So you just pull it, give yourself some room. Again, roughly a 1/2 inch. This one can go down a little lower. And now, bend these straight out. Like so. And I still don't like how that looks. Give it a little trim. Yeah. Okay. Now I got straight. Now we're into our last set of weavings. To go across the top. And here, on this one I did four on each side. So let's get that going. And notice on this one, now we're going to do the solid line across the bottom. One, 5, 6, 2, 3, 4, and lock that in. Cut. 1, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 5, 6, and 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's how it should look. And again, one last time, I'm going to pause the video and I'll do the other half and then we'll finish this bad boy up. Okay, I finished the other side. I already took the liberty of stiffening the rows we just made and finished off as to do our little end loops. Give a little separation for the pliers. Go about a 1/2 inch on the bottom too. And and then you move just about a quarter of an inch longer on the top one. We want the top loop to be just a little bit bigger. So that's the cut you should have. And turn. So we got the lower loops made, and now the upper loops. You want to turn it so it sits right on top of the last 4. And finally, after all that, you have your stand. One thing I like about the extra loops is the 2 bigger ones on top are meant to hold if you do 1 large set of earrings. I have smaller ones here, and I like to use the lower loops, and you can display 2 sets of earrings. Like so. Oh, I knocked it out. But you get the gist. I hope you like this. Karen, again, this video is for you. Thanks for giving me the boost, the confidence boost I needed that someone really liked the design and would like to make one. This video has run long enough, so I'll stop right here. And remember, if you like this video, please give a thumbs up. If you haven't done so, please subscribe. Until the next time, be good one another. Bye-bye.